Hello. This is my haul video from my comic book sale from last weekend, dollar bin sale. They had a bunch of books for $1, and I just thought I'd pick them up and show you what I picked up here. Here is a few of the Archie series that I picked up. Picked up about 34, I think about 33, 34 books of Archie's, different Archie book titles. So here's the title Archie from 1973, 231. 231. 232. 297. I don't know why 297's there. 235. Oh, it's mixed. No, it's out of whack there. 236. Whoa, it's just falling over. 237. Most of these that I picked up are from like the 70s. I think like 73 through 70, like 80s. I think there was a few that I picked up in the like upper 80s, mid 80s, but most of the books were from the 70s here. So, and 238. Then we have Jughead. You can see the 25 centers here. Most of the books were either 15 centers, 20, 25 centers. There are some 50 centers, but most of the books I've picked up were like the 25 centers in that from the 70s here. So here's Jughead 233 and 232. Can't believe I had those out of order. Then we have ourselves the one series that I'm hitting pretty hard here. Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica. Here is the 182. I mean, yeah, 212. A 20 center, a 215, $220, usually it says, I don't think it says, I thought opening it up, probably that's the 70s again, 222, 222, 299. You can tell it starts to get more closer to the 80s. Issue 300, I believe, was in the 80s. And that's their special collector's edition. So it actually made it up to 300. I think this series lasted another 47 issues. So about 87, but it was on a never. I don't think Archie was ever on a set schedule, because you could look up the books and find half of them weren't even on a set schedule. So I don't know what the heck's going on with most of these books, but they're never on a set schedule. And that, so you'd be like, probably like right now too, because the guy that does the Afterlife with Archie was working on, I guess he was working on the Riverdale TV show, writing it and all that. The guy who's the writer on that. So he's put that off, and I know it's, according to the app, it only goes to, forget how far it goes up to, but I think it only goes up to 8, maybe 10 issues or whatever, depending on how many issues are per How many issues he's done so far, I don't know, but I think it's only on 2 volumes, or just 1 volume, I think, maybe. But here is a 285. Out of order again. 285. And 183. I just had to put that one in the back there, and then it's oversized magazine size thing, just in time to get a bag for it. I'm probably gonna have to get a bunch, because these bags were as yellow as you could imagine. So the ones that are still bagged, I just don't have. Their bags are still halfway decent enough that I can keep them until I can get some more. So that's all the Betty and Veronicas I got at this point. And then we have here a series called Everything's Archie. I do have a few of those. I showed off in my one video, my Archie video. So here's Archie, Everything Archie, and his old jalopy, what he calls it. This is issue 24. '26. 31. This is 33. Covers are... Most of the covers are intact. So that's pretty much what I wanted, was to make sure that the book had all the pages and are intact enough. So just to get them out of these bags will be just great. And that, so I might put some of these that I don't already have bagged and boarded, the ones that I need to get. I'll get some silver, maybe some Silver Age bags and stick them in there, but I don't know. I'll see what I can do. Get some Mylar Silver Age bags when I can afford them. 36. 49. 52. And 87. Then we have our last Archie set of books. I mean, they had a ton of them there that I could have picked up of other series. They had like Archie's and Me, Reggie's and Me. I think they had some more Archies that just said more of the Archie series. They had some more. I think they had some Betty something or other. I mean, they had some oddball titles, but pretty much everything was Archie. But here's Life with Archie, number 125. Here is number 141. Here is the Betty and Veronica Summer Fun Special. I forgot about that. It's a giant. It's part of the Archie's Giant Size series. Some of the everything said giant size on it, or giant on it, but it has nothing to do with the Giant Size series for some reason. So these are the magazine. I guess they're like magazine size, I guess. Archie's. So there's this one, 224. Nope. Notebook is attached. And then we're back to Life with Archie's, number 148. Then here's 209, where Archie's jumping, trying to get the picnic table, and it says wet paint. So he'll get a wet seat. 213, where they're trying to make a time capsule, and one of the silly old teachers talking about putting their gray hair in there. 219, and 229. So that's all for Archie's right now. We'll move on to the superheroes in a minute, so I'll be right back. And we're back. Here is a one of three. I don't know when this was published or whatever, but it's the first one of Big City Blues, Dick Tracy book. Book 1, Big City Blues, Dick Tracy. Anytime I see anything Dick Tracy or the Green Hornet, I try to pick it up. Just like Archie, try to pick it up if it's there. So just need to find the other two of this one. And it looks like an oversized graphic novel type thing the old school graphic novel type things that they sold for $3.95 back in the day. So for $1, you can't go wrong with that. Then we have here some Detective Comics. Here's from the Knight's Quest, the Crusade. It is 668. Him in the bat suit or whatever you want to call it. I don't know who was Batman. Maybe that's that's way after Batman was knocked out of it. Somebody else was Batman and they're running the bat suit here, so not a fan of the bat suit. So that's that. Then we do have here Detective Comics 795. With looks like roaches on the front of the book. Beetles or roaches. Then we do have One Action Comics here that I picked up. 536. I think that's from the 80s, I believe. Here, so then we picked up part of a mini-series, The Man of Steel. I picked up issue 3 and issue 6. I do have a few of these. I don't know how many. I think they did some alternate covers on some of these because that's what it looks like to me. Is they had some alternate covers that they did. So Burns and Gerardo. Or Durano. I don't know how you pronounce the guy's name. Durano. Yeah. Then 2 miniseries. I've actually completed this miniseries here. The Superman Presents the Krypton Chronicles. It's only 3 issues, so I picked up issue 3. Needed that to finish that. And World of Smallville, issue number 2. I only need 1 more of that, and that'll be completed. So that's a Burns issue there. Then on to some Marvel books that I picked up. I picked up this gem here. Howard the Duck number 2. And then I picked up some Spider-Man stuff here. Here is the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 32. And 39. 185. Uh, 185 is out of order, but here's 161. $63. Oh, they're both out of order. Huh, 63. That's it for Spectacular. I did pick up this annual here. The Amazing Spider-Man annual from the Revolutionary War Enter the Speedball kind of thing. It's issue 22 from 1988. So it's a supersized annual. Has Daredevil on it, Man Without Fear, guest starring in it. So there you go. Then I picked up some Fantastic Four books. I have here the last issue of Volume 1 before they renumbered, which falls under, according to Marvel, even though it goes back to Volume 1 numbering, it falls under in the price guide, Overstreet price guide, and in the Marvel, and the way Marvel considers it. This is the final issue of Volume 1 here. 588. And then here's a variant cover of 587. Saw this one. I think I have this particular issue, 587, but it's a variant, so had to have it. And then here's another variant, 584. Old Man Reed on the front. Then we have, looks like Mark Waid started writing some of these at some point. This is 512. And Kessel, I don't know. Why Kessel's on the 511. 387. Then here's the last stack. Some Fantastic Fours here. 285. 284. Boot to the face of She-Hulk. And 186. That does it for the Fantastic Four. And then the last book I picked up was the issue 331 of The Incredible Hulk. So, I do have one more thing I'm going to show you here. So, let me go get it and I'll be right back. And here it is, folks. My CG Seed 8.5 cream to white pages of Daredevil 61. Got that in the mail the other day. Got that from an eBay seller. So, from Canadian eBay seller. Got a great price on it. And everything with shipping and everything. So, it basically justifies buying it. And everything. So, had to have it in my collection. Thought that. Actually, what I did was I saw these in Running with Comics video, and also Johnny DC and Johnny DaCosta's videos. I saw them doing their Daredevil runs, and I've been hitting some Daredevils here and there, but saw some of their gems that they've had in there, and it made me want to look to see, because they were getting theirs cheap. I was thinking maybe it was cheap on eBay there, so saw this, had to have it, grabbed it, glad I did, and there it is. That's all I got for you guys, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.